Yo, welcome back. SJB here from SJB Speaks. And okay, so we're doing another morning musing. Today we're talking about being genuine. And it got me to thinking. I was just thinking about, the people in my life, the truly genuine people that I've been blessed to know and build friendships with. I was reflecting on my gratitude, right? So I had a birthday on the 12th, so this past Monday, and turned 35. So I was just thinking, reflecting on life, and that's what inspired this. That's what inspired this morning musing. I was thinking about the fact that I've known so many people in my lifetime, and very few of those people have truly known me, and that's not their fault, you know. Well, I take that back. In some cases, it is their fault because I was an open book. They just didn't pay attention. But in most cases, it was not their fault. It was me. I was masking. I was hiding. I even wrote a note here that actually says, so this one's going to be called The Only Genuine Thing. It says, there was a time where the only genuine thing about me was my inauthenticity. I don't know if I made that word up or not. It didn't roll off the old tongue. But anyway, I was genuine to an extent, but I wasn't authentic. I wasn't really myself. A lot of people met me as a version of myself that was putting myself back together. They met me in such an unhealed, unsure place that I would venture to say they never really knew me at all. Maybe parts of me, but they never really understood the essence of who I am. So now it's very funny because I've done a lot of changing. I've done a lot of growing. I've done a lot of inner work. I've stopped being a people pleaser. I've stopped over explaining. I've just stopped altogether. Because those were major stressors for me. Even me overextending myself is not genuine. It's not authentic. It's I don't mind overextending myself in certain situations, but I think that a lot of times when I look back at some of the relationships that I no longer have, a lot of times people didn't have to meet me halfway because I would do all the meeting. I would do all the walking. I would come to them. I would show up where they needed me. And I would always feel some type of way when they wouldn't show up for me in the same way that I had shown up for them or that I would show up for them. And, that'll lead you down a road of bitterness. At least it did me. I had a lot of resentment towards a few folks for a long time because I felt like they saw me drowning and did nothing to help. It's like, imagine you have so-called friends on a boat, and even if you can't fit on the boat, they got a hella life jackets. They won't even throw you a life jacket, but they see you drowning. They tell you how much they love you. They tell you they are your friend and that they care and all this, right? But they watch me drown. What they didn't expect was for me to come back from the dead. They didn't expect me to make it to the shore. That's what they didn't expect. So here we are, and I found that I don't have a desire to maintain relationships that are not genuine. Be it family, whatever it is. I just don't put my energy into it if I'm not really into it. I just stopped. Life is just too short to, be miserable, be a people pleaser. Who gives a fuck what people think? Nobody cares. Nobody really cares. And the people judging you don't even like themselves. So why do you care? That's what I had to ask myself. There were so many people I cared about what they thought about me. And after reflecting on it and really like looking back at some of those relationships, I'm like, you don't even like yourself. You don't even like your life. You wake up miserable every day. You go to a job that you hate every single day. That is your existence. That's not my existence. Is entrepreneurship hard? Fuck yeah. It's the hardest thing I've ever done next to being a father. So it's rough, but it's so worth it. And I wake up every day genuinely excited about what's going to happen in that day. All the possibilities, you know? But I say all that to say that just take the mask off. Your life will be so much easier if you don't wear the mask. My life got easier when I stopped masking. When I stopped trying to show up how I thought people saw me or how I thought they expected me to show up, I was fine. Is it going to rub some people the wrong way? Yes. Are they going to start beef because they think now it's an issue and you? Yes. Whole time you're paying absolutely no attention to them. Like, I got people mad at me right now because I don't answer the phone or I don't text back or I don't blah, 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 blah. But it's not personal, you know? Whole time y'all pissed off. I'm trying to figure out what fucking day it is. I don't even know what day it is. That's just because I'm in my own little world. I'm creating. I'm not focused on the bullshit. So anyway, this message isn't really directed at anyone in particular. But if it resonates, then, you know, please feel free. But you know, I just don't waste your time. Just don't waste your time. Live your life and live your life for you. You know, build a legacy you can be proud of. If your legacy is every life that you touch, focus on the lives that you touch and forget the rest. Forget the rest. But anyway, I don't know. That's my morning musing for today. It just, you know, I've just been thinking about how much ground I've been able to cover, you know, on the personal side. And, you know, it feels good. It feels good. And I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for the growth. I'm grateful that I can stand on my own 2 feet. I'm grateful that I can, you know, voice my feelings and thoughts in a way that doesn't do harm to others, but can also make them aware at the same time and also alleviate the pressure on me in terms of holding in how I feel. So, you know, I've just done a lot of growing. Still have a lot of growing to do. That's the thing about growth. It's never over. You don't get to some end point. You just keep covering ground. And the goal is to see how much ground one can cover in a lifetime. So take the lessons, you know, forget the losses, keep going, dig your feet in and keep going. But listen, until next time, be kind. Kindness is free. You know, show a little love, always show respect. Be humble. Not too humble. Humble enough to know that you're co-creating and you're not doing it alone. But not so humble that other people can convince you that you're unable to do it. Remember that. Okay, so anyway, till next time, like, share. That's not even you can like, share, and subscribe. That's not what I was about to say. Till next time, be well, stay safe, and be blessed. Peace.